How are these microphones?
They're fucking good.
Really?
Yeah. Very impressed.
What are they called?
They're called microphones, you dumb fuck.
Got him!
Yeah, I'll just wait for these.
I haven't seen the shot, but I'm pretty sure I got a wide shot, so I think we should be good.
Yeah.
It's funny because I had the couch this way, and then I was like moving it around. Like I literally had it that way, facing this way, and then I was like, all right, let me just. So, and then you know what? There you go.
You should have. You want a suggestion?
Have the logo back there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have your couch like that.
Yeah.
And then, or just two little chairs with that in the middle.
You know what? And the crazy part of it all is that this was supposed to be done in the car until you're like, oh, I can't. I have to do it at night. Fuck you, dude.
You wait. You're the one like, I'm worried about the lighting. I'm just like, let's just do it at your pad.
I'm the one who said we could do it in my place.
Yeah, because it's lit up, right?
Yeah, exactly. All right.
So why are you blaming me?
Anyways,
This is gonna be great time.
this is. I'm already regretting it. What's up, everybody? My name is Rick. Welcome to Solo Sundays with my guest, Chuey Martinez, who's also my half brother.
Yes. How'd that happen? My mom married your dad.
And my dad died many years after. So.
Yeah. Wow. Is that where we're? Is that
Yeah,
where
that's
we're going?
where we're at. That's where we're at. Long story short.
Wow.
Long story short. Yeah. I mean, the crazy part of like how you and I reconnected.
Yes.
Was in radio.
It was nuts.
Like,
yeah.
How? Okay. Well, let me ask you this. I don't think I've ever asked you this. Like, how did you get into radio?
I got into radio in Phoenix, Arizona, when I was in high school. And
did you work with Snake?
I worked with Super Snake.
Yeah,
rest in peace, Super Snake. That's amazing human being, amazing mentor, just amazing all around. He actually, Super Snake spoke at my high school.
Oh wow!
And when he was up on stage, I was just like, yo, like I want to do that. I want to do that.
That's amazing.
And we were able to meet and chit chat a little bit after that. And he was just like, man, just get in there. Just get your foot in the door. Just get your foot in the door. And I applied at that radio station, which was Power 92 in Phoenix. I applied at that radio station like every week, bro, until they hired me. It was nuts. Crazy, bro. Crazy.
And then from there, how long you were in Phoenix for?
I was in Phoenix for a couple years after that, and then decided to move back to Los Angeles to kind of pursue the whole dream. So like pursue like radio and TV and like do all that, brother. And then I just decided to come. I told my mom on a Monday, Mom, I'm moving back to LA because I'm born and raised here. I just went to high school and college out there. And I was just like, Mom, I want to go back to LA. She's like, you got to do what you got to do. And I told her that on a Monday. That Thursday, brother, I had all my stuff packed in my white Jeep. Remember the white Jeep?
Yeah.
And I had all my stuff packed, and I came to LA. I'll never forget, I couldn't sleep that day. I couldn't sleep that night, and I just woke up at 5 a.m. and I just like got ready and I hit the road, and I just kind of never looked back.
With no job.
No job. I kind of had an internship at a record label, and that only lasted like a couple weeks because I'm just like, yo, I gotta make money. This is ridiculous. But it was in the early 2000s, and it was like kind of like the beginnings of reggaeton. So I would be at the record label, I'd be in the office. This is like 2001, 2002. So I was having constant phone calls with people in Puerto Rico because I knew what was gonna happen. This was already blown up in Puerto Rico, and I was just like, yo, we gotta bring that stuff out here, man. And little by little, it was happening. And it's crazy, man. I was having conversations with like Daddy Yankee and Nicky Jam's manager at the time, and I was talking like Don Omar's camp, and I was talking to, it was nuts. It was cool. It didn't last because I dipped out, and I got the job at KIIS-FM to do street team.
Yep.
But yeah, it was cool while it lasted. It was a couple months, and it was fun. And I met some great people who I still talk to this day, which is insane.
Amazing.
But yeah, man. In that time, I had that internship. I didn't have a place to stay either, so I was sleeping in my car in Burbank. I was sleeping in my car in Burbank.
No.
Yeah, bro. Right on the Warner Brothers lot.
Yeah.
Right on the side. Remember where the cabin is?
Yep. Yeah. Of course.
On that side, where all the trees are.
Yep.
Because there wasn't a lot of cars wouldn't park there, and the park rangers wouldn't, because like Griffith Park is on the other side. So nobody would really mess with you. The only thing that would mess with me is like the raccoons and possums, and every once in a while like a deer would kind of like look in my car. That's pretty much it. I swear to God, coyote jumping on my car, my Jeep. But yeah, I was sleeping in my car, and then I got the job at KIIS. So I was doing street team, and I would take all my laundry to Milton Eddy's.
Wow.
And
24 hours, great place.
24 hours, bro.
7 days a week.
Bro, I used to talk to them because I didn't want to go sleep. They were so annoyed by me.
They have candy, cookies, coffee,
hot dogs sometimes.
Hot dogs, popcorn.
Brother, broke is a joke.
Yeah.
But Milton Eddy's, thank you, bro. Thank you. So I did that, and then I started making some money. It was Clear Channel at the time.
Yeah, Clear Channel.
And then that was just so much fun. It was so much fun working there and being there, and you know, like experiencing like the first Wango Tangos and the first Jingle Balls, and the first couple of JoJo Jams, and the RMAs, or the Radio Music Awards.
Yeah.
Just being there and just experiencing all that crazy.
Wow.
Listen, we could talk about the RMAs for 10 hours.
It's like
you had
what happened in between.
Yeah, it's like one of those things, like you had to be there.
Yeah, absolutely.
You had to be there.
Yep.
You had to be there, like even understand. Like if you know, you know. Like if you know the RMAs. If you mention RMAs with people that were around us at that time, they just smile.
Oh yeah.
Because it
was a train wreck, but it was a lot of fun.
It was a train wreck. It was ridiculous. We did things that we weren't supposed to be doing, but it was fun. It was great.
That was radio.
That was radio at that time. Yeah. It was so much fun, bro.
Yeah, I think radio back then was a lot. It was so much fun, and yet with the power of a T-shirt.
Yeah. Radio was a little looser back then, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's one of the things I really enjoyed about working in radio was the getting to know the artist.
Yeah.
Getting to know them on more of a personal level.
Absolutely. And seeing them like in the beginnings.
Yes.
Like seeing the Kelly Clarksons and the Lady Gagas in the beginning, and like the Rihannas.
Yes.
In the beginnings. Like seeing the early stages of artists, and then you see them blow up. Just, I love that.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part. It's like, yo, like I had a hand in that.
I remember Chris Brown came in.
Yeah.
And this is the very, very beginning of his career. I think this was probably one of this only first interview, and I remember I was working with JoJo, and they did like a meet and greet.
Yeah.
And he opened it up. There was a guest list, everything. Nobody showed up except for one girl.
Wow.
And we were
Crazy.
like, dang. And of course, I was like, yeah, congratulations. You were the one person that was able to do meet and greet with Chris Brown. She was so happy.
Crazy.
Everything.
Wow.
About a few months later, when he was nominated for a Grammy, everything changed.
Shit, it blew up.
When we had him back in, we had to kick people out.
Yeah, that's how it happens.
We had to kick people out.
This is another funny story. There was like, you know what they do? Like they lure you in with food. They're like, hey, listen, on the intercom, over the intercom in the station, you guys, free pizza in the kitchen, and we're like broke, hungry.
Yep.
And we're like, oh, free pizza? Like, we get up and run to the kitchen. We're eating free pizza. And they're like, okay, you got to stay for a special performance. We're like, nah, they got us. They got us, bruh. Check this out. It's this guy sitting in front of his piano. This is like 2003, 4.
Yeah.
Sitting in front of his piano. And he's like, hi, guys, how are you? Thank you so much for coming. We're brother, we ain't even paying attention. We're too busy. I have pizza. I just plates of pizza, getting ready to go back to my cubicle. And then he's just like, yo, I just wrote this. I hope you guys enjoy it. And then he starts playing the keys on the piano. And he goes, we're just ordinary people. And I'm just like, yo, this guy can sing. What's his name again? John Legend.
Yeah.
Look at that cat now, bro.
Yep.
I've actually told him that story. He laughed his ass off. But yo, that's the beauty. That's what we're talking about. The beauty of seeing just like the evolution of people and especially artists like that. John Legend, bro. Academy Award winning. Isn't he? He has all kinds of awards, brother. All kinds of accolades. And he was like, ordinary. I just wrote this, y'all. We're just ordinary people. And we're just like, there was 10 of us there.
Wow.
Eating pizza, watching a free John Legend concert. And we didn't even know.
Yeah. And it's so funny because we took advantage.
Oh my God, yeah.
On all those stuff. Like I remember I was working at Power and Kendrick Lamar just shows up. And you know, the whole promotion thing where the record label comes in, same thing. It brings pizza.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Kendrick Lamar. Oh, Ray. Oh, okay. Awesome. What is it? All right. Keep on.
Right.
Yeah. Add more tattoos.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, dude. I mean, to see that from the very beginning to seeing them where they're at now.
I love it.
Like,
that's the best.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lady Gaga, bro. Lady Gaga came and played her piano for us. Yep. And look at that.
Yeah. What has been one of the artists that has really stood out and left a bad impression?
Ooh. I'm not going to say names because you're not going to get me shot in Glendale. But there have been a couple. There have been a couple doozies. There was one, this is a funny story. There was one time I'm not going to say. We were after an interview and the artist was smelling really bad. Oh. He smelled horrible. And it wasn't me, brother. It wasn't my upper lip or nothing. Like I checked, I was smelling everything. I was like, I'm cologned out, bro. Yeah. And the record rep was just like, take a picture, you guys. And we're just like, I'm hugging the guy. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, bro. You make all this money, you can't get some Axe spray. You can't get a little bar of soap action. He smelled bad, brother. Wow. Like he hadn't showered in weeks or something. It was bad. Oh. I was like, you ain't smelling this, bro? This is you. That's you. I ain't been out the house in weeks. That's you. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. And the record rep, take a picture, you guys. Take a picture with Chuey. And I'm like, taking a picture. Oh, I can get away.
Were you there when we? It was JoJo Jam, and her the female artist.
Okay.
Female artist. She came in, and at the time there was like the program director, music director, and she walks in, sees everybody in there because they're about to greet her. Because of course they're going to hand her check. Right. She steps out. She's like, "I don't give a fuck who they are. I need them out of my dressing room."
Oh wow.
And I was like,
"What?
What?
Who was what?"
And the program director, he gets on his phone and he calls, I guess, the Clear Channel, whatever, in New York, and it says, "I need you to pull all her songs as of today."
I mean, that happens, bro.
And the sad part about it, she did it 3 more fucking times.
That's crazy. Is she around anymore?
No. She tried to throw out a album about like a year or 2, Spanish.
Oh, really, doggy?
I mean, there's a lot of people that has
not really.
Anywho, but you know what that sad part is like? There's just so much stuff that.
Yeah, you can't drink your own Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
You can't drink your own hype. That's the thing. You can't drink your own hype, especially if you're an artist, especially if you're coming up. Like, relax. There's a lot of people that can't take the fame. Mm-hmm. They just don't know how to. They don't know how to absorb it. They don't know how to navigate it. It's just they have their team. They have a publicist. They have a record rep now. They have a manager. They have a team. They have fans. It gasses people up, bro. Mm-hmm. It gasses people up, and it happens. It's unfortunate when it happens, but it does every day. Yeah. To artists, to radio DJs. Oh yeah. To TV hosts, to actors, actresses, everybody. A little bit of clout. Some people get that clout. Just they lose their mind. Yep. They lose their mind, brother.
Yeah.
Lose their mind.
Yeah, it's funny to see like even some of the kids nowadays where I remember that same example you just gave. I remember that. Remember the old band called O-Town?
Oh my God, yeah, I love them.
Okay. So I remember when they were coming in and they're doing an interview.
Yeah.
And I know I picked them up downstairs, and as we're all jumping in the elevator, one of the guys like, hey, let's hurry this up because I don't want to be here and this is stupid.
Wow.
In my head, I was like, dude, you're 2 minutes.
You need to chill.
Like, you have 1 more minute left.
Right.
1 more minute left.
Yeah.
And so after that, I was like, dang, you really lost it there.
Yeah, bro.
And then
It happens,
fast forward, I was at Wood Ranch at the Grove, and one of the guys was my server.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I know who you're talking about.
yeah. So I was like,
Chill.
little humble pie.
A little humbleness, a little humility. I tell people this all the time, man. Like, my humility has made me more money than any skill I possess, brother.
Yep.
Like, Chuey Martinez will always be good. Like, I'll always have a job.
Yeah.
Because I've helped so many people, and I'm good to people, and we're good.
Yeah.
We're gonna be all right. Like, chill and just navigate this business properly and be nice and treat people good and help people out. Don't be a dick.
Speaking of that, you've
Speaking of being a dick,
yeah. I mean, since we're in this topic about radio, and being a dick, do you see that in between the radio when we were into radio now? Did you even remember or have you gone through any like so-called biased racism on the way up?
oh my God, tons of it.
Yeah.
Tons of it.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't happen so much in Phoenix, Arizona. Unfortunately, it happened a lot more here in Los Angeles.
Yep.
Brother.
Yeah.
There are individuals out there who have track records and have, are just known to just treat people of color differently. It happens, brother.
Yeah, it really does.
It's unfortunate because it's like, what can you do? All you can do is continue to work hard and keep looking for other avenues, hopefully in that company, or looking for other opportunities outside. And I've had to do that a couple times in my career.
Yeah.
And I've always gambled on myself. And
I mean, that's the best part about it.
Thank God, brother. Like I've been,
yeah.
I've been all right.
Yeah.
I'm doing fine.
Amen.
I'm doing fine, brother. And to say that I've been doing this for 23 plus 5 years, 26 years.
Dude, that's
you can't, a lot of people
unheard of.
can't say that.
No. It's hard to hear somebody saying, hey, I've been doing this for 20 something years or 10 years.
Right.
Like, there's people that I run into, they're like, oh, you're still doing radio? I was like, oh yeah, I'm still doing it. And then some people are like, oh, I'm doing real estate. I'm doing that. I was like, great, cool.
Okay. That's great.
I mean,
but the amount of people that have come and gone in radio that we've both seen, that I've personally been like, yo, they're bad. They're gonna be doing this for a long time, and like suddenly out of it, that just shows you how competitive and how evil and how demanding and just how hard it is to be in media, in radio, in front of the camera, behind the mic. It's just tough, and it's not for everybody. Yeah. It's not for everybody, brother. You have to be a certain kind of person. You have to be built differently, brother.
Oh, absolutely.
To handle all the bullshit that we've endured.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you talk about racism, just like,
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's like you just kind of, it's hard. When I experienced it, I didn't believe in it. I was like, no, that's not it. No,
me too.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, because I'm not a good worker. No, it's like I'm not pushing hard enough. Oh no, I'm not giving the opportunity. It's like, I look back and I'd say, wait a minute, I got let go from a position that they had to fill 2 people for that one position I was there. And I was like, wait a minute.
That just shows you, brother.
Yeah.
Like, that's how much you were doing 2-3 jobs.
Yeah.
And they were paying you for 1. And then they didn't give you a promotion and then hire 2 people to do what you did.
Exactly. And still being part-time. And I couldn't pass like the 29-hour mark.
That's bullshit, brother.
Yeah.
But look at you now, man.
Oh yeah, no, I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
You're president of the J Belvin fan club. And that's.
I mean, you're not
J
lying.
Bel- yeah,
I mean,
no,
yeah.
I it's cute.
I mean, thank you.
I see it. I see it.
I mean, shoes.
You don't even have a picture of me and you in your house, but you have. I'm counting. You have 10 pictures of Bad Bunny in your living room.
Yeah, and sounds about right. Sounds about right. It's my house. I pay the rent.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want, Bobby. I'm just saying, like, there, bro. Like, have a little picture of me and you somewhere. We have some funny ones.
No, sometimes I get on that couch naked and just start crying and play with myself, especially in that corner right
You're
there.
so stupid. It's so
No,
stupid.
but one thing is like it's going back to speaking like J Balvin and stuff. I had the pleasure to produce for you for a radio station here in LA.
Yeah.
Latino 963, which was
Man.
it was
You were my producer.
it was a short run, but it was so
I have fun.
much fun.
Yeah.
And,
J Dubs, shout out to J Dubs.
yeah.
Who was also another producer on the show.
Yep.
Like, he tells me to this day, he was just like, yo, I had so much fun doing the morning show with you. We had zero resources.
Zero.
Zero resources, brother, doing the morning show at Latino 96.
And we had a
Brother, I was buying my own prizes.
Oh yeah, no.
I was buying my own prizes.
Yep.
Like I was buying $50-$100 gift cards to grocery stores and gift cards to restaurants to give away on the air out of my pocket. Mm-hmm. That's the kind of place we were dealing with, brother.
Yeah.
Horrible.
I remember because I was producing for the morning show right before you came on.
Yeah.
We were like, okay, Ryan Seacrest was paying your bills. Big Boy was giving you gas.
Right.
And we're sitting there like, hey, be caller 10 and we'll give you a T-shirt, a bumper sticker, and a handshake. I was like, how are we supposed to compete in the LA market?
Are we supposed to win? Yeah.
And
but that's the problem when your corporate office is in Miami. They don't understand Los Angeles.
Yeah.
They think Miami is like the end all be all. No, Los Angeles is a massive market, and we need marketing dollars to sustain not only this show and this station, but to be competitive on these streets. And they didn't understand that.
No.
And
yeah, I mean, even like
listen, they've tried to call me back 7 times. They've tried to call me back 7 times, bro, and I've said no every time. So it's like, they're with that, brother. That's all you got to say about that situation.
Absolutely.
They've tried to bring me back. I don't know how many times, brother.
Yeah.
That's all. That's the proof is in the pudding. We had fun. We had fun there, man, and we had a good time. It was a fun run. I was there 5 years.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean,
great.
Like you were saying, you bought gift cards. I remember that we came up. It was around right before Christmas, and we're thinking of a promotion that we internally, the morning show, like, how do we compete with the monsters?
Right.
And then we came up with the idea is like, we're going to be paying the most important bill. It was your child support.
Child support. Yeah.
And
that was funny.
Each one of us, we put $20 in.
Yeah.
And we gave, I think it was like $100, $120.
It was brilliant. It was brilliant.
And then we started going on air, and we pushed it for about a week. Every day, every morning, we had somebody telling their story. The more they're crying, they're suffering, the better the ratings were. Mm-hmm. And so with that being said, we started getting companies like, hey, we want to help you out. We want to give out Pampers. We want to give out gift cards and this and that. And that value became almost $1,000.
Crazy.
For the point when
I remember they put the kibosh on it because sales wasn't involved.
Of course.
And there has to be a buy it set for anything to be mentioned on the radio. Mm-hmm. And I remember they halted all that. Yeah. You guys were pissed about it. I remember
they were pissed about it until they got the numbers and was like, wait a minute, where's the spike?
Right.
And then they were like, okay,
let's do it.
We gotta do it.
Yeah.
So
that was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. I mean, I think the one thing that stood out is that we had this producer, I guess the main producer was taking care of the morning show, and we were about to interview.
He was the worst.
He interviewed this guy, Magic Juan.
Yes.
Magic Juan, Dominican dude,
yes.
This mambo.
What's up, baby? Yeah.
And you and I were in the office, and he gives us his an IMDb on Don Bishop Magic Juan.
Yes. Wrong guy.
Wrong guy.
Yeah.
The name was close enough.
Right.
But wrong. I mean.
So I get this IMDb, and I'm like I'm prepping. I'm prepping for the interview, preparing myself for that guy. So I walk into the studio, and it's a completely different guy. it's a Dominican merengue singer,
Yeah.
and I lose my I close the door. I'm bawling in the hallway with this one, laughing because I couldn't believe it.
You looked at me. You're like,
Come outside.
and
With me. Yeah, bro.
I think it had to be like 20 minutes. We were just
Laughing,
crying.
It was fun, but you know what, man? It was fun.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pio Ferro and shout out to Jerry Puyes.
I love Puyes.
I love Puyes too, man. I love Pio too, man. Those guys saw something in me and were just like, I remember Pio was just like, I hear something. I hear something with you. I'm like, cool. He's like, when do I start? He goes, you start tonight. I'm like, ah. Yeah. So it was a fun run. It was a great experience to just be a part of the launch of that radio station and be a part of that. Just to be a part of that, the first bilingual station, the first reggaeton station in Los Angeles, and just being there for all that and all the craziness. That's some of the funnest times I had in my radio career. It was crazy to be on those LA streets and just like be in those promotions vehicles and people losing their minds when they see the promo vehicles. It was great. It was a great time.
With because I mean, Spanish music, reggaeton was so big at that time.
Massive.
And then it kind of faded away.
It peaked for sure, and then it kind of just like it's every genre has those waves.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and you need those superstars. You need those big superstars to kind of sustain that genre. And at that time, it's like reggaeton, when it kind of started fading out a little bit, we didn't have the Daddy Yankees. He was still around, but he was getting older. We didn't have that young influx of energy. And then you have people like Dan Bunny comes around.
I mean, here's the thing.
Blows it all up.
But when the reggaeton, when I guess we were in and we dipped, reggaeton just kind of was quiet for many years. Quiet. Until Balvin dropped Energia, and I think that's when it went to general market. Yeah. With that being said, it's like Spanish music has been massive since the last almost decade now.
Yeah. Longer, bro.
Yeah.
Longer.
Yeah. I mean, at its full peak, we're probably seeing about close to 10 years when I want to say it got its second life.
Yeah, and I won't allow anybody to tell me that Latin music is like a fad anymore. Like that's not even open for discussion. That's not even an option to like throw that out there anymore. Like Latin Latin people, we're here to stay. We're not going anywhere. we are in the fabric of this country and this world. Like we command a lot of buying power in this country, and we're a force, and our people are a force, and we need to know our worth. And we're no fad, brother. Like we are here to stay. Like our music is here to stay. Our culture is here to stay. Our people are here to stay. Our food is here to stay. Like we ain't going nowhere, and our sounds are not going anywhere either. So like you just have to get with it or kind of be left outside in the rain.
Do you still see Spanish music still being around for the next 10 more years?
Absolutely. The next 10, 15, 20, 30 years, even bigger. Even bigger than it is. I think a lot of people are, and the way we consume media changes every year. Yeah. Though there's always some new app, some new technology, some new thing that we're going to be using. 10, 15 years, 20 years from now, is terrestrial radio going to even be here? Who knows, bro? Like, are the Spotify's going to be here? Are the Amazon Music's going to be? It's like nobody knows, brother. Yeah. It's always changing. So music and artists and the industry are just going to have to adapt. Yeah. With the times and with technology, and there's going to be, bro, I can only imagine what we're going to be doing in 5 years, 6 years, 10 years.
Do you think radio is a dying art?
You know what? I'll always defend radio.
You and I both.
I'll always defend radio, bro, because radio was my out of poverty. Radio has given me so much. It's taken a lot, but it's given me a lot in return too, brother. But, I think, again, like radio is just going to have to find a way to survive, and it's going to adapt. And it's already adapting with stuff like the iHeartRadio app and with podcasting and all that, so it's just like, it's always going, you just have to find a way, brother, to survive. And I think radio is one of those things that's just going to always kind of find a way.
Yeah. because I feel the same way.
Yeah, man. I
just,
love radio, bro.
You know, the thing is, like, I'm slowly seeing it from the outside in. It's like it's a dying art. It's slowly deteriorating. Like, you know, where we were at, we're like, I want to be a DJ. I want to work in radio, this and that. Now I feel like that's gone. Like,
yeah. I love being on the radio. I still love being on the radio.
Absolutely. But I just think that is that something to look forward to, saying I still want to be a jock. I still want to do that. I think,
you know, there's some kids out there that still want to be a DJ. They might want to be on the radio, but maybe in a different form. Maybe it's not terrestrial radio. Maybe a kid wants to have a podcast now.
That's the thing. I think that,
you know,
I to me, it's like I see so much talent with these kids.
Yeah.
Doing these podcasts, doing like these TikToks.
Yeah, man.
And they do. This is probably one of the biggest pet peeves that I have. That I think a lot of program directors at radio stations keep on regurgitating and hiring the same people that they let go, and they bring them back a few months after, even when they go and talk shit about their own radio station, and then bring them back in. And it's like,
it happens. It's funny.
And to me, it's like, nowadays you don't have to look through air checks,
right?
Which is like, you know, they send you their demos of them being on air and then doing fake air checks for the station that you're going to apply for. To see, just to kind of see that, it's like, to what it is now, the program directors have it on their phone that they can literally see the talent by swiping.
And definitely, like, your social media is like kind of an extension of you and your brand.
Absolutely.
So I know managers and people that go directly to your social media to see what you're posting, to see your numbers. Like, I don't care, bro. Personally, I hate social media. I hate it. I don't even have a TikTok. Like, I hate it.
Yeah.
But you need to have it. I have my social media there. Do I post a lot? No. I'd rather be working, or I'd rather be creating something. You know, it's just there. But do I need to get better? Yeah, sure I do. But it's there, bro. It's there. And you just got to do it. You just got to do it.
Yeah, it sucks because, like, you know, before you will listen to their music and be like, oh, this is really good. Yeah. The first question nowadays is like, what's her number? What's her TikTok number? What's her Instagram number?
100%.
Never mind the music.
Yeah, because that's just another tool. That's just another promo tool.
Yeah.
That's just another thing they don't have to worry about. That's just another thing they don't have to worry about. Oh my God, he has a huge following on IG and Instagram. Just cool.
Sign up.
Just get him in the studio, make some songs, throw that song on TikTok, see what happens. That's where we're at.
Yeah. And there was this manager that I remember, he was talking about signing all these people, this and that, and then he told me, like, yeah, we just signed these kids. He literally said, I don't know why I signed them, but there's these kids that are on TikTok that are producers, and I don't know why I did that. And I told him, like, dude, those kids, and I know them, they're really, really, really good. Really good. And you're going to tell me that you don't know why you signed them, but yet you signed 10 people that they blow. They're that's a waste of money.
Right.
And so they invest in those kids. What you do with that, great. Take a loss, but invest in those kids. Those are the kids who will make all your artists hit.
Yeah.
And they're hungry. Those kids are hungry.
Yeah, man. I love it.
And kids were in Mexico too.
Love it.
So, but
was it Tribal Monterrey?
No, it wasn't. Okay. It was these two kids. They were shit. I can't really think of their name.
It's all good.
Yeah, they were. These two kids. They were like, one was like 16, the other one was like 19 years old, and they were just literally from their bedroom just doing right there.
Nice
sample.
Nice.
Yeah. So moving forward from radio and everything, you're doing TV.
Yeah. Been doing TV for a while now. Jesus. You know, ESPN.
Wow.
Did that for 3 seasons. Had a show called Born and Raised. It was a long time ago. Did MTV3
Yes.
for
oh
a
my
number
God.
of years, which was fun. Which was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. Got a show on Travel Channel.
That's right, you did.
It's the first Latino to have his own show on Travel Channel. I traveled the country for like 15 weeks straight.
And that was the time that you hated flying.
Kinda, yeah, kinda. I'm afraid of heights. This is, I already know what story you're gonna tell. I already know what story you're gonna tell at the ball. Yeah, I already know what you're gonna say. But I'm afraid of heights, so flying doesn't just.
So we were in Las Vegas, and at this nightclub at the Palms called Light. Was it Light or?
It was Playboy Club at the time.
It was a Playboy Club, yeah.
So cool. Playboy like took over the whole.
Oh, amazing.
That was the best time.
Yeah.
When Playboy was taking over the whole thing.
Yep. And so it was a rooftop, and then when we got up there, it was inside, and then part of it was outside.
Right.
So we're walking into the club, so many people, and then I remember you're like, dude, look at it, look at that. It looks like it's the sky.
I was like,
And then all of a sudden I was like,
yo, it is.
dude, it's the fucking sky, you dumb idiot.
Yes, okay.
And all of a sudden you see the
No.
Southwest.
There was a
Southwest airline.
You know, in Vegas there's helicopter tours.
Oh, yeah.
The helicopter was under us. It wasn't up high. It was down here. So it just gives you an idea of how high you are. I'm like, yo, I don't even drink, y'all. I was like, I need a drink now.
You went,
Yeah, I almost lost my mind.
We went to the bar. You're like, I need 10 shots.
I got shots for everybody. Yeah. I
Yeah.
drank like 3 of those motherfuckers. The helicopter was down here,
Yeah.
bro. I was like, wait. Is that the... oh, God. I almost like fell over, bro. I was going to lose my shit.
Yeah. And you don't drink either.
I don't...
You don't drink at all. I mean...
When I fly, I have a little bit of wine just to take the edge off.
Of course.
So when I get a little bit of wine in me, you can fucking tie me up to the wing. I don't care. Like, let's go. Yeah.
I've seen what a little wine.
Yeah. Wine's good. I love Jesus drank wine.
He did.
Moving on.
Yeah.
You know way too much about me.
Oh,
Keep going.
dude,
Keep going.
It's just so much. I mean, shit, we could just talk about the few times that we went to West Hollywood.
yeah, I'm not talking about that. Not talking about that.
No,
not talking about it. Cut.
Dude, so what?
What's coming up?
What's coming up?
What's coming up? So during COVID, during quarantine, like we're stuck in the house, and I've been into creative writing for a while now. But I really decided to kind of just like really focus and get my screenplays going. So during COVID and during quarantine, I finished 4 screenplays.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
They all got picked up?
Well, one I've attached a pretty awesome director to. That big announcement will come soon. She's amazing. She's brilliant. And she read my script and she was like, I'm going to direct this.
Oof.
So that's happening now. And working on the other 2 to try to get funding for those. And then another 4th one I'm tweaking out a little bit. And then developing some other ideas.
How do you get funding?
You just got, we've been doing this for a long time, brother.
Yeah.
We know some rich people.
That's true.
You get funding, from a studio, from a producer.
Got it. Okay.
That's usually how it works.
All right. Yeah.
You present, you pitch, you present a whole idea. You have a deck. You have all this shit you got to produce and present, and then you pray to God and the universe that somebody wants to cut you a check and give you money and just believes in your dreams and your vision. Thank God. And and it's happening, brother.
Yeah.
I'm blessed, man.
Very.
It's happening. So it's like, yeah, man, movies, making movies and TV shows, more TV, more hosting TV.
Yeah. Speaking of TV, are you just still doing Dish Nation or no?
I still do Dish Nation every once in a while. I was on Dish Nation every day, but they moved the production to Atlanta. And they gave me the option to move to Atlanta. Oof. But I can't, brother. Yeah. I got mom over here next door in Arizona.
Yep.
I gotta be close.
Yeah.
You know, bro.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm on every once in a while, like a couple times a month, which is great, which I love. Yeah. I love them. It's a great show. It's a fun show. Been on the show 7 seasons. Wow. It's nuts. Yeah,
That's
I know.
Crazy.
Yeah, 7 seasons, bro.
Wow.
So that, brother, and just doing that, more TV, more hosting, more creating, more giving people more opportunities in the industry.
Yeah.
You know, more paying it forward, more philanthropy, more of all that good stuff.
And I know that a few times we talked, you're now getting more into music as in producing?
Yeah, bro. I've always wanted to make music.
Really?
I've always wanted to make music. That was actually like my childhood dream.
Okay.
To produce music. I want to be in the studio making music. It just never works out the way you want it to work out, bro. So it's like now I can do whatever I want.
True. Yep.
And I have the resources. So I'm in the studio and working with amazing producers and amazing people and amazing songwriters. And yeah, man, we in the studio, brother, making music and getting music to artists, which is crazy because I never thought I'd be doing that. But yeah, man, making beats and writing music and sending stuff out to like the Balvins and the everybody's, and it's kind of awesome. I love doing it. I love being in the studio creating.
Yeah.
As long as I'm creating, brother, I'm good.
Yep. Any who's like one of your favorite artists that you have that you would love to work with?
Oh my God, there's like so many. I would love to work with Balvin. You know, I've known him since he had black hair. It's a long time.
Yep.
I would love to work with, you know, if the opportunity came to work with Bunny, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
I like the young kid. I like the young cats, like the young Mikos. Like I would love to work with young Miko. And I like, you know, it's like she's a beast.
Oh yeah.
And I would love to work with her. I would love to work with Viano. She's amazing. I would love to work with Yendri. I would love to work with Yendri.
Yep.
She's an amazing Dominican Italian artist. There's so many, bro.
Yep.
There's so many. I would love to work with Peso Pluma. It's crazy because last year we met each other at Coachella, and he was just chilling.
Yep.
And like now he's headlining, which is gonna be nuts.
That's crazy.
It's gonna be great.
Wow.
So to see, it's like what we were talking about, like the full circle moment. Like a brother just blew up right after that Coachella, and then now he's headlining, which is great. Would love to work with him. And there's like a bunch of other up and coming artists that I would love to work with, man.
Yeah.
What's her name? She's on Sony. I forget. Mari. What's her name? I forget.
Paloma Mami?
Paloma Mami.
Oh.
Paloma Mami.
She was Sony?
Huh?
She's with Sony?
She was Sony.
Nice.
I would love to work with Paloma Mami. She's great.
Okay.
She's great. I think she's like one of those artists that she's right there. She's right there.
Yeah.
You got to get the right song. You get the right songs, bro, it's a wrap.
Yeah. I know what is it called? Mariah Angelique. I know her personally. I want to do a sit down with her because her story is crazy.
Yeah.
But she's another artist that's is there.
Yeah.
It's just consistent. It's hitting. It's hitting.
There's a lot of artists that are like there.
Yeah.
This is why it's so important to have a good team.
Absolutely.
Because you can be there and not have the right team. And that's it. But you could have zero talent and have the right team and you will be a celebrity.
That's the thing. I mean,
you will blow up.
Dude,
I've seen people with like really, damn, okay, I didn't even know with a great team, you'll be at Coachella.
Yeah. No, and that's the thing, because I know, what is it, I've been working with some artists, and it's like, I see that, and I also see them, I see where the mistakes are being made.
Yeah.
And when I come in, it's like, okay, here's the mistakes, we can't do this.
Right.
But yet their team is still thinking old school mentality,
Right.
and you're seeing them hurting the artist, and the poor artist doesn't know what direction to go.
Right.
But they were with their management and their team for day one, so you don't want to turn your back to them.
Brother, I recently met an artist where they were so dope, and I asked the manager, "Can you send me music?" And the manager told me, "I don't send out music that's unreleased to anybody." I'm like, I want to hear some stuff.
Yeah.
Like, just send the stuff. Like, I understand that's not a release. I'm not gonna post it anywhere.
Exactly.
Let me hear it. They're like, no, we can't. I'm just scared. And you could tell the group was like looking on like, just send them the music.
Yeah.
No, it's stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta have the right team. You gotta have the right team. If you don't have the right team, not happening. Not happening.
Put your money on a great PR person,
PR.
marketing,
Yeah.
a photographer,
Mm-hmm.
and a great editor.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all you need.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you need.
And and constantly post content.
That's where the photographer and the editor comes in.
Yeah. Always posting something cool.
Every day.
Always.
Every
you
day.
eating pizza, you chilling, eating a burger in the studio with your girls, with your guys, doing some at Disneyland, whatever. Just post. And every once in a while, just release a little track or release a little snippet of something.
I always, a lot of these new artists, I've kind of tell them, it's like, yo, when you drop a song, drop the video with it.
Yeah. So the visuals are very
Of course.
important.
You know, you tease it, you start teasing from all kinds of directions. And to be honest, like, you should be teasing it when the moment you send it to the distribution, which is 3 weeks before. And so you throw little hints as the week of the release, you know, you go harder and harder. But I just see a lot of these artists they're just posting the night before. And it's like, well,
What are you doing?
what are you doing? It's like,
But again, that's why the team is important. It all goes back to that, brother.
Yeah.
It always goes back to the team.
absolutely.
The team is going to tell you, yo, no, this is when you post it. They have a calendar of things that when it's going to drop.
Yep.
Okay, well, first post is here. Then your second one's here. You're going to do a TikTok here. That's to be a plan.
Yeah.
Plan of attack, brother.
Yeah, it just, in the way I see that, it's like, coming from, now this is the part where I'm like, I'm from the inside looking out, where I'm like, I'm in the inside, I'm seeing what's being done, how is the momentum or getting people's attention.
Right.
And when I see...
You can't buy momentum.
No, you cannot.
That's one thing you can't buy.
No.
You can create
Yes.
you can get the thing going.
But-
You can get the thing going, and once
Yeah.
it catches wind or once it sticks, you got to keep going.
And that's the thing, maintaining that.
You have to
That's
maintain
that's
it.
the hardest thing. It's like, when you start something and you get the momentum, you can't stop.
Right.
Like, you have to keep on going.
You have to keep going.
And I see a lot of those mistakes where, like, great,
Yeah.
you dropped a song, you did this, then you're going to
And
drop
then
a
nothing.
video 4 months later.
That's horrible.
It's like,
No.
and literally I've told him, it's like, don't drop the song unless you got the video.
Right.
But again, you know,
That's your team. It goes back to your team. It goes back to your management.
exactly.
You know that, bro.
Yeah. No,
It's like video, visual, sneak peek. It has to lead up to something, and like boom, then like yeah, you know, like the album is out. Ooh, what follows up the album? A tour. Oh my God, I can buy tickets now. Yes, or you can also buy merch to look proper at the tour.
Dude, you know,
It just has to. It's just all.
and the fact that now you could do stuff so independent and you keep the money.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
Snow the product.
there you go, perfect example.
Look at Snow the product. Look at that beast.
Yeah,
She's a beast, bro.
I fucks with her so much.
I love her. I love Snow the product. I'll forever ride for that.
Yep.
For homegirl. She, bro. You want to know how to do it? Watch what she's doing.
Yeah,
Watch what she's doing, bro. She just sold out the Palladium. Independent. 100% independent.
yep.
Just sold out the Palladium, bro.
I love the fact that during the COVID, she's just, I'm going to do my own podcast.
Yeah, bro.
And she made crazy amount of money doing
I
it.
love her, bro. She's
And then
amazing.
she's moved and got a bigger crib and did set up another studio over there.
She works hard, bro.
That's,
One of the hardest working artists I've ever met.
yeah,
Snow the product.
yeah.
And if she's not in like your top 10 MC list right now, male and female.
Yeah.
Male and female.
Yep.
She's a beast, bro.
Yep.
That right. She's no other product, bro. She's the fucking truth, bro.
Yeah.
That's the homie. That's the homie.
Yeah.
Love her.
Yeah. No, I'm a big fan of hers.
Yeah, dude.
Really big fan. She's
just everything on point, bro. The merch and the this and the videos and the visuals and the, bro. I want her to manage me, motherfucker. Be my manager, though.
And before we wrap up, dude, one thing I think you and I have in common is that we have a love for dogs.
Yes.
And
your baby, I know.
That was her, my little Gabby.
I know.
Yeah, it's so crazy and I actually reached out to Linda Blair because she has her own organization in I think it's like Ventura County, and she only like takes care of like pit bulls and Stafford and all that stuff. And before I adopted Gabby, I called and left a message one day, and so I wasn't sure like it was actually Linda Blair, and so I called, left a message. I think a week and a half later, I get a phone call from a number saying, "Hello, hi, this is Linda. You left a message." I was like, "Oh yeah," and then as I'm hearing her voice, I'm like, "Oh my god, this is the Linda Blair."
Yeah.
And so I remember when she was kind of telling me what was I looking for, what would be suitable with my lifestyle.
Yeah.
And so once I told her, I said, I work in the entertainment business, and I told her, I was like, hey, I remember when you came in to promote Exorcist on DVD. They give like 7 extra seconds or something like that. I'm the one who walked you to the studio. And she's like, oh my God, I remember walking to the studio.
Nice.
And so she's like, okay, Rick, I know these organizations that train dogs. They're potty trained, fully trained.
Nice.
I think she gave me a couple, but the one I ended up going was in San Diego. It's called, I think, Hope to Canines. And I'll go ahead and tag them on this. When I called them and I told them, hey, this is my lifestyle, this and that, she's like, go on my Facebook, and there's a dog named Gabby. And it's like, I think that would be a perfect fit for you.
Wow.
And at the time, I was only looking for labs, golden retrievers, everything but that. So I'm driving down to San Diego, and I'm like, I get there, and I go up to this ranch, and she opens the door, and Gabby comes running towards me.
Oh my God.
I was like,
That's how you know. My first bulldog, he came and walked right in front of me and sat in front of me and looked at me. I was like, I guess you're coming home with me.
Yeah.
They pick you, bro. Yeah. They pick their owner. They pick their daddies.
Yep. And ever since, even I remember she's like, why don't you just go home? Think about it. So I drove from San Diego back up here. And in my apartment, I don't know what it was. In my mind, I was like, I'm not going to adopt.
Right.
I didn't like the dog, this and that. And then, but I started cleaning. I started fixing my apartment to where we'll put the crate and everything. And I remember I sat on the couch and I was like, God, please give me a sign. Let me know if this is the thing to do.
Yeah.
As I said that, the email popped up with the adoption paper.
Wow.
And to make the deposit. And I was
crazy.
Like, all right, got it.
Wow.
Did everything. Next day, I said, I'm coming to go pick up Gabby. And that was it, man. And that was one of those things. I mean, I never thought, and I've lost family members, I've lost friends.
Yeah.
But the biggest pain I've ever had to deal with was making that call.
Yeah.
When it was time.
Yeah.
And I was like,
bro. Trust me, man, I know.
It was horrible. I mean, and the reason I wanted to talk to Linda Blair about it is like, I still have her bed. It's literally right behind her.
Oh, wow.
I can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
I can't.
Don't get rid of it. Keep it.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like somebody tells me, well, why'd you keep it when people bring their pet?
Yeah, or keep it for your next baby.
Yeah, but I think with the next baby, I want to do all brand new everything. But yeah, I know.
Your baby Gabby enjoyed that, so maybe the next baby can enjoy it too.
Yeah. So that's the thing. But yeah, man, I mean, it's But I think
Oh, I've been there, brother. When I lost Bosley, it was one of the roughest things that I've ever been through.
yeah.
It was bad. Yeah.
For the longest time, I never thought I was like, I love an animal. Like, you're an idiot.
Yeah, bro. No, bro, that's real.
And I was like,
I love is real, bro.
because it's so unconditional, and because of the fact that they show you actions. They don't need to speak.
Right.
They show you actions, and it's like,
well, they have their ways of talking to you. They talk to us, bro. Oh, my bulldog now for sure talks to me.
yeah.
He looks at me like, "What's up?" Like, okay, cool. So my dog's like, "Do you have to go outside?" My dog's ears go up.
Yeah, yep.
And he walks right to the door. He has to go outside.
Yeah. It's funny how the dog gives you that look.
Yeah, bro.
You already know what it is.
Right.
You're hungry? Oh,
Yeah.
You gotta go to the bathroom? Oh.
Yeah. They have their ways of communicating to us.
Yeah, man. But it is. So it's one of those things where I know you're also a big activist on the adopting dogs and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
man, it's big, brother. Like so many organizations out there, and there's so many animals. There's so many animals that are on kill lists. Like these kill lists are real, man. Like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of animals die every single year in pounds and and animal facilities in the States, here in the United States. There's no reason why you have to go buy a puppy.
Yeah.
There's no reason why you have to go to a breeder and buy a puppy.
Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely none. There are plenty of dogs out there that need homes. And there's so many, bro. Like there's like 10 I can just pop up on my phone right now from organizations that we work with that need homes, bro. Like there's so many dogs out there that get killed every single day, bro. They get euthanized every single day. And and there's like our first English bulldog, Brutus, Bosley. He the family that had him in Baldwin Park just threw him. They threw him away, and he had a broken arm, and they just threw him in a parking lot. And he was the stud dog, like he was used for breeding. They didn't need him no more. They just got rid of him. And some people found him and took him to the Baldwin Park shelter with a broken arm. They fixed his broken arm, and then they got him back to health, and then that's when we adopted him.
Wow.
And that's where actually then we went to go visit him and see him, and then I was just like, he came up to me. It's like, "You're my new dad."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of animals out there that need homes, brother.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no reason to go to a breeder. Absolutely none.
Dude, thank you so much for coming, brother.
Absolutely, man.
I
Of
really
course,
appreciate
man.
it. If you had to give one advice to somebody, what would it be?
One word of advice? Wow. In just the industry or just life?
You know what? In the industry, because I know a lot of people who are probably watching other people that are trying to get into the industry.
Yeah.
Or someone in the industry, but they're trying to move up. So
just, I said it earlier when we were talking about the humility. Humility will open you doors. Your hard work, your humility, your love for whatever you do, the love in your heart. Just if your decision making in your career is rooted in love first and foremost, you're going to be fine. So if you navigate like that in the industry, you're going to be okay. But just be prepared for the bullshit, because you will encounter bullshit. But through all the bullshit and through all whatever you go through in this industry, just stay golden and keep your heart and your soul golden, and you'll be fine, and be happy and be positive. There's going to be those times where you want to fucking just give up. But if it's something that you truly want in life, if it's something that you can't see yourself doing anything else but this, I say go for it. But just be prepared for the bullshit, and just be a good person and treat everybody with love and respect, and kill them with kindness.
yes.
Because you never know. You never know.
Yeah.
Today's intern might be the
Somebody's
future the vice president 10 years later and have the power to fire you or hire you. I've seen it hundreds of times. Be nice to everybody, yo. Be nice. Karma is a motherfucker. Just be nice to everybody.
And this is very a Latino question to ask.
Yeah.
But growing up,
Yeah.
what was your mom's favorite album when she used to play in the
Wow.
morning when she was cleaning the house on Saturday or Sunday? That one album that she would crank up to make sure that you wake up, she was playing that album.
Shaka Khan,
Oh,
I Feel For You.
okay.
Shaka Khan, I Feel For You. Or something Linda Ronstadt. Or some salsa or merengue. Some Johnny Ventura.
Oh,
Or some Grupo Nietzsche. Or some Oscar de Leon. See, that's how we grew up, dog. Like it was like it's R&B. It's everything. Like I grew up listening to that, like salsa merengue, hip hop, Shaka Khan, Sade. That's how we grew up, brother.
yeah.
Like so if I heard any of that, oh, I'm cleaning the house all day.
What was the first album you bought?
The first album?
Yeah, the first album.
There's actually a picture of it on my Instagram. When I was in New York. And I went to go visit my sister in New York. I was 7 years old, and my dad bought me Belle Biv DeVoe Poison.
Ooh, great.
Belle Biv DeVoe Poison. He bought it for me in a New York record store, and it was a dope record. It had remixes on there. It had remixes that weren't even out, brother.
Cassette or CD?
It was a LP. It was a record.
LP record.
It was a
Okay,
record.
okay.
It was a record, bro.
Vinyl.
And yeah, it was a vinyl. And yeah, brother, it was the Belle Biv DeVoe Poison. And I would play that motherfucker. It was that and like raw bass.
Yeah, of course.
And it was like when I went to New York, I would like beg, like because it was like there was just like I was surrounded by all that stuff when we would go visit. So it was like the Poisons and the Belle Biv DeVoes, and I would like get those records and then bring them back to LA and then play them at the house. Remember, I'd play them on the record player at the house, and yeah, we were always playing music. We're always dancing.
Yeah.
There's actually video. I'm gonna get a hold of those videos of you dancing at like the family gatherings. I'm gonna get those.
So where'd you get the video of me whooping your ass on Nintendo? How about that one?
How about me whooping your ass literally and throwing you in rose bushes? That happened a couple times.
Yeah, because you caught me off guard.
And that's why you had to stop visiting for a little while because those get too violent.
And that's why I stopped talking to you for many years.
Oh my God. And then we reconnected at KIIS-FM in fucking Burbank.
And look at us now.
Isn't that crazy, bro?
Dude, it's...
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I was listening to you talk, and I was like, I know this guy.
Yeah.
I know this.
You were so locked into me. You're
yeah,
like,
bro. My memory's crazy, bro. I don't forget shit.
Yeah. Ask me what I had for breakfast today. Couldn't tell you.
Nothing. What I had eggs.
Okay.
But I was like, I know this prick. I know this prick. Talking out of his ass. Like, I know this motherfucker. And I was like, hey, did they call you this when you were little?
No, you say, did they used to call you, was your dad name?
Yes. And then they called you this, and your face,
Yeah.
you saw a ghost.
Yeah, because
nobody knows.
Nobody knows my dad's nickname. That
Right.
was the thing. And you called him, you're like, Panama. I was like,
you're fit because you're half Panamanian.
yeah.
And
Thank you for.
And you deny your half Panamanian
I do
side.
not. I have.
He denies his Panamanian side for some reason. He's just Cuban. Whatever. Sponsored by Porto's right here at the bottom of the street.
Right here.
Right
Yeah,
here. Yeah. But yeah, when I said that, your eyes were like I remember you're like, wait.
Yeah.
You
fuck is this guy?
You were speechless.
Yeah.
You were speechless.
Yeah.
You were speechless.
I was like,
and then your friend at the time that was my coworker.
yeah.
You saw his friendship just flush down the toilet that minute because we became inseparable at that moment.
Oh my God.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was fun. Well, dude, thank you so much for coming, man. I really
love
appreciate
you.
it.
I love you, man. Of course.
Yeah, you better. So.
Yeah.